Hello everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to our Wrath of the Lich King Timewalking campaign. We are at Westguard Keep today in the Howling Fjord, and we're starting our questing journey here in this part of the zone. And I guess we're going into the keep here. And we're looking for Captain Adams. Hope everybody is doing well. It's been a stressful couple of days here in the United States. No matter how you feel about anything, it's been a stressful couple of days, and it will probably continue to be exactly that, so hoping to get lost a little bit in Azeroth today.
You got my attention.
Velgard has not fallen. That's a surprise. Must be due to your help. It sure wasn't because of Keller. Captain Adams takes the plans from you. I'm glad you decided to come over. My advisors and I will need some time to study these plans. In the meantime, we could use all the help we can get. The clutches of evil. I don't trust anyone but you to take care of this. I need the proto-drake eggs and proto-whelps in the burning forest to the southeast destroyed. Since we arrived here, the Ember Clutch has been ablaze. There must be some sort of perverse magic at work, and lately it seems to be growing. My men tell me that if we don't do something quickly, we'll be surrounded on all sides by fire within a few weeks' time. You have a few weeks?
Be good.
Man, there are people in this country in real life who get surrounded by fire and they don't have a few weeks' notice. You guys are doing pretty good, dragon fire notwithstanding. Alright. In a week's time, like, gee, that's kind of like slow motion. You guys could probably all evacuate in that amount of time, but okay, yeah, we'll take care of that pronto. Because it seems like it must be super important.
I need to get closer.
Why doesn't he trust anybody else with it? Is there a use for proto-drake eggs that maybe they wouldn't destroy them, that they would steal them or something? I'm not really understanding why he wouldn't trust anybody else to do the task, but okay. It makes us seem more important than we are, perhaps. There's also a quest inside of the inn that I didn't see. Oh, it's a cooking quest, probably.
How are you?
Chef Kettleblack has asked you to obtain 6 shovel tusk meats. Yep.
See you soon.
Okay, we'll see if we'll run into some shovel tusk along the way. I'm sure that we will. Story-wise, not too interested.
It's too far away.
How are we getting out of here? Over here, through the big giant gateway. So yeah, shovel tusks all over the place, and we'll get what we can as we head down to the clutches of evil. Oh look, another quest. This time from Cannoneer
Great to meet
Ellie.
you.
Who's the genius that made our cannons a non-standard size? Now we have to make special cannonballs to shoot out the infernal contraptions. I would look kindly on you if you would go out and find the balls we've already shot. No doubt with the way these louts shoot, they'll be all over the place to the south and east. The cannoneer spaces his hands apart to give you an idea of how big the cannonballs are. That would be faster than us making them from scratch.
See you soon.
Is it that easy? Can you just reuse a fired cannonball? Nothing happens to its shape when it impacts the ground or anything like that that would mess up its ability to be shot? I don't know. I don't know a lot about cannoneering, but apparently he's thinking they can just reuse these fired cannonballs, but, well, I guess that must be the case. Let's see what the drop rate is for our shovel tusk meat. These guys have interesting faces now, don't they? I'm wondering if we can go after these guys or if it needs to just be the stags. Ooh, that's a fun disorient. Good job. So far we've had nothing drop. Let's try this stag over here. There's also a hunter of some kind. Winterscorn hunter. It dropped some kind of meat, but apparently it wasn't the specific type of meat that we need. If you can believe that. There we go, there's 1 out of 6. We need to fight the whelps and we need to break the eggs? Is there any possibility that whelps will come out of the eggs? I guess we need to find that out before we pull too many whelps on their own. Yes, so okay, we don't have to pull any whelps on their own, I don't think. We can just destroy 15 eggs and we would have to fight 15 whelps to do that. Either these guys have quite a bit of health or we're just a little bit weak. And it could be a combination of both those things. Of course, tab targeting is being really useful here. Not.
I don't have a target.
I think 15 is quite a high number for a quest like this. 10 probably would have been sufficient and comfortable. 15 just seems like they're being a little pushy. Maybe taking advantage of us a little bit. Random green dagger. Engraved dagger of the fire flash. Oh, we were in the egg. Okay, you can attack the egg from directly inside of it.
I need to target something first.
I love getting that proc for our free Storm Strike. I just wish we would get it a little more often. It's probably greedy. Yeah, healing would be good. We should probably pay a little bit of attention to our health sometimes, I guess. It's hard to remember in retail that we have to do that because everything else is so handholdy. You know, you're basically on rails. It definitely feels more like checking off a to-do list than it does adventuring in a world. I will say that. And I think with all this quest help that we get in retail, unless you have a pretty strong narrative, it's hard to, at least for me, it's hard to get immersed, either in your character or just in what you're doing, when you have all these hand-holding mechanics. And yeah, you can turn them all off, I think, but but they're in the game. They're part of the standard build when you turn it on now. And so I think in expansions, like Legion, or dare I say it, even in Battle for Azeroth, when you have just a more coherent story being told than, say, you know, we have going on now, or even thinking back to Classic, I think once you have all of this quest help and you don't have to really explore or check out the enemies in an area, you really need to have something else to help you get immersed, and that would be, you know, a story that's coherent with characters that you care about. And if you're not going to deliver that, then you might as well just take away all the quest help, because then the world itself becomes the story and the character, and the way you have to explore it to complete your objectives without help becomes the way you get immersed. But we look at an expansion like Wrath of the Lich King, and you know, there is story there in the quest, but it's not as concise or as coherent as maybe some of the storytelling that we see in later expansions, obviously. I would almost rather be experiencing this without all of the quest help. I can't remember when this stuff was part of the original Blizzard UI. Did it happen in Wrath, at the end of Wrath, or was it in Cataclysm that it all got added where you didn't need add-ons anymore to have all the quests just tracked for you? I forget. But I feel like it wasn't when Wrath dropped. I don't believe all this quest help was there originally. I could be totally mistaken though. I know, I'm getting distracted and fighting some whelps that are not part of eggs. It happens.
I need a target.
I think what would help with that storytelling immersion for these prior expansions would be if they just marked what the main story quests were in each zone, and tweak the leveling so that you could just focus on those, so that you would be able to get through, basically see a little bit of each zone by doing the main story in each zone, but not having to do any of the side quests, or sometimes you do something that, you know, you're not sure if it's going to be a side quest or if it's part of the main story arc. Ooh, we got breathed on there by something, didn't we? That was not good. Yeah, I really wish they would do that. Kind of how the leveling will be going forward is you'll know what's a main campaign quest and what's just a side quest. Let's see if we can get ourselves healed up here. Maybe even eat some food. What a weird concept that is, isn't it? And that wouldn't be any less theme parky. We'd still just be running from marked objective to marked objective, but then at least we had a chance to focus just on the core parts of the storytelling. Maybe even let you do some kind of variant of one-person raids, because a lot of the story ends up getting told through dungeon and raid content, especially if you think about the ends of expansions. The ending of the story is always told at the end of the last raid. For instance, in the Wrath of the Lich King, it would be confronting and defeating Arthas. As a single player, you're never gonna be able to do that necessarily while you're leveling through the expansion, I don't think. And it would be cool if you were able to. If you were able to just follow the story quest all the way through as a single player, just leveling your character from 10 to 50, but be able to fight the Lich King once you got to level 49 or 48 or 50. But that's not how it's gonna work out, is it? Instead, we're probably going to hit level 50 somewhere either in Grizzly Hills, Zul'Farrak, or Dragonblight without seeing Ice Crown or doing any of that raiding content. Which still, you know, it's a more concise leveling experience for a new player. It's definitely more concise. It makes more sense than just zone hopping all over the place like you used to do. but it still doesn't get you immersed necessarily into the world as well as a more concise story might, or a game that just didn't have all the other hand-holding aspects, and immersion would come naturally by being forced to really explore. I'm enjoying this free lightning bolt that we're also now sometimes proccing. That's fun.
It's too far away.
Alright, we do need a couple more eggs, unfortunately.
I need to target something first.
It sucks getting all of our procs on the egg.
I don't have a target.
I'm curious, any of you guys who are leveling up characters right now in the 9.0 patch, what expansion are you leveling through, and how do you feel about it?
I need a target.
Part of me thinks back, and I actually have, like, I thought I had a lot of nostalgia for Wrath of the Lich King, because it was the expansion where I probably played the most, which just for me entails that I had the most max level characters. It was probably the time that I was biggest into raiding, and probably raided the most. It was the time when I did the most 5-man dungeons, and so I have all these memories of it, but I don't have, like, I didn't get the nostalgia that I thought I might get the way that I kind of got with Classic. And I wonder if I kind of ruined this expansion for myself by not waiting until, you know, until Wrath of the Lich King Classic, which isn't obviously a confirmed thing. They still haven't really confirmed that there will be a Burning Crusade Classic, but there will be a Burning Crusade Classic, and there will probably be a Wrath of the Lich King Classic as well. And that's probably where that Classic journey would stop, I would think. But I wonder what that would be like now after kind of leveling through like this. Obviously it would be a lot different, I would think, but one of the reasons that I didn't choose to level in Outland for the level 10 to 50 was because I didn't want to have that experience before actually getting into Burning Crusade Classic.
I need to target something first.
Alright, we've got all this done. Let's get over here now and look for some cannonballs, shall we? Because I just really haven't seen any. Although supposedly they fired them all over the place. You would think that we'd see a couple. There's a quest to pick up in here. Is it from this giant treant, ancient, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it an Ember Clutch Ancient because that's its name. Let's see what he wants. He probably wants us to do a lot more of what we've just been doing. And we probably should have came over to him right away. All things in nature seek balance. It is only through the interface of those not in tune with that harmony that the balance is shifted. You waste your efforts when you kill the whelps and drakes. The real culprits behind the expansion of these magically burning woods are the newly awakened Vicryll and their master, Skeld Drakeson. If it's blood on your hands that you seek, start with them. You will find their lair on the south side of the Ember Clutch. Okay, yeah. You're not wrong, but yeah, we probably should have talked to you first. It wouldn't have changed anything. Even had we talked to him, we still would have had to do that useless thing he said that we were doing. Alright, so maybe we run over here and handle this first. And then we search for cannonballs that we still haven't seen at all. Sounds good. We can kind of scan for them along the way, but I didn't see any while we were in there, so I'm wondering if they're even in this area. It says they are, but... He said they had a unique shape, not that they were like super small or anything like that. So I don't know if they'd be easy to miss. Alright, we need you. And how are we getting up here? We're gonna have to work our way around the right side over here? It looks like it. Yeah, see, this guy was like, he's tending to the egg. So they're definitely doing something to these eggs. It's harvesting them or something.
I don't have a target.
We're not going in that door. Not at all. And we've got some horde players here who probably just took this guy out, so now it might be a matter of waiting for respawns.
I need to get closer.
We can get this guy though. And I guess the overall point of my long rant earlier about immersion was that, God, I hope Shadowlands has an amazing story, because after coming from Classic and really having to explore on your own and spend so much time just trying to find things and getting lost in the world, yeah, it's hard to really find that level of immersion with all the quest help. So I'm just hoping that Shadowlands delivers on its promise of a great story, and that we can really just get into that and enjoy that. This guy has a lot of health. I'll give him that.
It's too far away. I need a target.
And we need one more of his handlers. Let's turn this one in first, and then we could head up for the cannonballs if we can find them. Okay, he's pissed. What's he doing? Why is he doing it? Is he under attack? He's literally getting firebombed by one of the bigger proto-drakes up there, and he's not available for us to talk to right now. That's wonderful. Like, herd of phasing? It's where your event doesn't interfere with what I'm doing. And that's what I wish was going on right now. Instead, we have this madness. Alright, we'll come back and check on this fella when he's feeling better. Because this is not ending with the swiftness that one might hope a little event to end that's stopping you from turning in a quest and taking the subsequent quest. You'd hope that would end a little bit quicker. It didn't, so... We need shovel tusk meat and cannonballs though, so let's scout this area here and see if we can find any cannonballs at all. Aha! Oh, you guys are aggressive. Hi there, how's it going? Yep. We need you too. We need your meats, if you deign to drop any. Need to get our weapon enchants back up. That would be swell. Alright, first things first, we heal, then we get our buffs back up. And we did see a cannonball. I saw one somewhere. Here it is. So, okay, here they are. It looks like this is going to be the area, more so than any other area, that we could find these. And we have a lot of aggressive shovel tusks that we can take out as well if they aggro us. Let's see how many balls we can get before that happens. Because we need 10 cannonballs, but we only need 4 more shovel tusk meats, so we'll go for the unguarded cannonballs first. We were able to get those really quickly once we found the right area. It's amazing. And in their defense, they were not sparkling quite as much as I would have thought they would be. So that's good.
I need a target.
Sometimes they put such animations on things that you can literally see it sparkling from like 100 yards away. Alright, we just need a couple more shovel tusk meat. Let's grab those. And then we'll check out our ancient friend and see if he's not on fire anymore. Maybe he'd like to take our quest turn in and give us the follow-up.
Target something first.
Alright, yeah, the rest of them turn in to the north, so we're definitely going to turn this one in first. It did seem like it was going to chain into yet another quest, so... Although, who knows? He could be getting bombarded again once we get back. I can't tell yet. Yeah, he's still... Okay, there we go. God, can we please talk to him now? It looks like whatever that was just ended. We're just gonna have to grab this. Oh, we must choose a reward. Okay, well, let's just not be getting killed right now. What do we need? Well, let's take a ring, shall we? He's probably gonna go right into this event again. Like as soon as we defeat this guy. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, we're good. We have the follow-up? Did he have a follow-up? Maybe he didn't have a follow-up. Okay. That's absolutely fine as well. In that case, let's just head back and turn these other ones in. Just set them right down where you're standing. I'll have one of the boys come and load them up soon enough, and we can stop worrying about running out of balls to shoot.
Watch your back.
Okay, that's... all he wanted was just us to go get his balls. Wonderful. And that's what I mean about a quest that, like, you don't know if it's going to be, like, a story quest, if it's going to lead into anything interesting. And so you do it, but it turns out it was just a one-off side quest. And with the revamp and leveling, I would just love it if those were marked differently, so we knew that we could avoid them if we wanted to, and just stick to the main ones that are going to be interesting and provide story and tell us things about the world and its denizens. That would be cool. Yeah, am I just like, I need to go inside the building, obviously. This one's in the inn. This was the cooking quest, so... expect this one to also just be a one-off.
I've the finest wares in the land. Keep your feet on the
Okay,
ground.
there we go. We've got some easy experience, and then so the only one that portended to the main plot that we're following here was Clutches of Evil, I guess.
How are you?
Good work. With any luck at all, the destruction of their egg clutches and whelps should drive off those fiery beasts and prevent that magical blaze from spreading. Wait, what's that sound? Sounds like the beating of wings. Could it be we just pissed them off by killing all their eggs? I don't know. This is outrageous. Those proto-drakes are attacking the keep. Beasts such as that should have been scared off when you took care of their clutches and whelps. You did take care of them, right? Rolana, this calls for more direct action. Speak with my advisor, Mage Lieutenant Malister. He'll provide you with the means to get at those infernal creatures. Okay, so we thought that killing their unborn children would scare them? Are you to be afraid of somebody who is only capable of killing unborn children? Or would that just enrage you into attacking them? Come on, guys.
Up with you.
Come on. Let's be real here.
How are you?
Malister beckons you closer and speaks in whispered tones. I was worried that something like this might happen. I tried to dissuade the captain from this course of action, but he is a dwarf of action with a definite outlook on how things should proceed. Let us speak of the options left to us. Now that we've riled up these Ember Clutch proto-drakes, they may be inclined to continue their attacks upon the keep. This will not do. I hate to compound one wrong with another, but in this case it would appear that we will have to destroy the creatures. A regrettable course of action, but one that we need to undertake regardless. Take my wand. I've been experimenting with increasing its range, but it doesn't pack much of a punch. However, what it will do is get a proto-drake's attention.
Have a good one.
Oh, so we brought them down on us, and now we have to kill them because we're so stupid that we thought killing their young and unborn would make them afraid of us. Where are they at? Why does it say that they're attacking the keep? It literally said that they're attacking the keep. So I come out here expecting to see proto-drakes flying overhead, fires burning on the ground. Obviously, none of that's happening at all. So it's fine. It's totally fine. I guess they swooped in for an attack and they just put out the fires really fast before we were able to finish reading the quest and get out of the keep. It all must have just been that quick. We'll assume that that's what it was. Because how cool would it have been for the keep to actually be under attack and parts of it destroyed, or at least on fire temporarily until we complete the quest and phase back into a phase where it's not on fire? Could we have at least done some fire in a phase? Maybe some drakes overhead? Nope, we're back here and we're gonna shoot these guys out of the sky. It only says we need 3 of them. They're not elites or anything, so that's interesting.
I need to get close.
Oh, we're gonna have to deal with little whelps on the ground too if we're not careful. Choosing where we fight more carefully, I should say. I probably should be using the instant heal while we're in combat if we're low on health instead of using the instant lightning bolt. That would probably be a smart idea. He's right, it doesn't pack much of a punch. That part is true.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
And we need one more. Oops. Not quite long enough of a range though. Let's, oh, we got it from here. Yeah, so we always, I should have probably cleared this guy first, I guess. Would have been the smart thing to do. And I guess we didn't hit that guy? It seemed like we were gonna get him. But we didn't.
Target something first.
So that's unfortunate. There's this guy here, he's a little closer. Let's just get him. And we won't move at all, we'll just let him come to us.
It's too far away.
We could cast, I guess, once he's in range. Oh, somebody else is attacking him.
I need to get close.
At least they're alliance, so we'll share credit for it. Alright, let's get back. Let's turn this one in. And see, I don't know what could happen next. So we've killed their young, we've killed the adults, so they stop attacking us. And I don't know what the next move is, except maybe the next move would just be to leave them alone? The fire seems quite far from the keep being made primarily of stone. Now, there's some timbers in there, but I feel like we should probably just leave them alone. What is going on over here? A random Tuskar. You basically reek of side quest, but maybe we'll check you out depending on what we get next. Assuming that there's going to be some kind of follow-up from this.
What can I do for you?
The Mage Lieutenant sighs. Unfortunate business, to be certain. Well, what's done is done. With any luck, the new whelps that grow will be drakes at Emberclutch, will not retain a memory of our shameful actions therein. And with a bit more luck, the boundaries of that magical forest will not continue to spread. Here, please take this pittance from the treasury for all your troubles. Alright.
See you later.
Oh, okay. And then the other guy has a quest. We will equip that. Upgraded item.
Talk to me.
Report to Scout Knowles. Now that those damnable proto-creatures have been dealt with, I have another task for you. One of my scouts has reported back some suspicious activity by the Forsaken to the south. It looks like they're up to no good at the Vicro village known as Halgrind. I want you to personally take over the investigation down there. Speak with Scout Knowles to find out what he's uncovered and proceed from there. His last reported position is at the Ember Spear Tower just to the west.
Watch your back.
Okay, so it seems like it's taking us to a different area, maybe down here to the south? We're just going to follow that thread, I think. We could do the Tuskar guys stuff, but that does just seem like it's going to be a couple of Tuskar heavy side quests. And I'm not too interested in that lore just because Blizzard never decided to do anything with the Tuskar. Even when we started getting allied races, I mean, there probably wouldn't be a great allied race, I get that, but still, just whatever they have going on doesn't seem like it would be too important. We'll follow the main plot threads here and see where that takes us. This is going to be a good place for us to take a break, and when we come back, we will head down to the south and east and find Scout Knolls. Thank you guys for being here with me, and as always, thank you so much for all the support. It really does mean the world to me. In these troubling and tumultuous times, I really hope that you're all taking care of each other and that you're well. And we will see you again soon here in Northrend. Bye now.